What is going on, everyone? It is Rich Haywood here for Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times with Retro Rich. Live. Yes, if I could hit the buttons right. That is right. It is me, Rich Haywood, for Bacon Ice Cream Productions here, welcoming you, of course, to, yes, Good Times with Retro Rich, live episode 400. That was better. That was better on the second time. We got some people already here in the chat. We got Phantom Fiction, channel member, GTC in the house. What's going on, Phantom? Hanging in here. We're going to be doing some fun things today. We've got some Polymega stuff going on. We teased in the previous video, episode 399, which actually just launched on the channel. So some people actually might be watching this, and then like their notifications are going to go off, and then be like, "What is going on?" We've got the stacks. We've got the stacks. So what's going to happen now is we're going to take these right here, these guys here, and we're going to go through them during the show. I'm going to show you all of these games, and you guys in the chat, you guys are going to decide which goes into the Polymega, and we're going to install them on the Polymega and then go ahead and test them out and have some fun doing that kind of things. There is also other things happening here on not only the channel, but of course it's a live episode and it's a milestone episode. It's episode 400. So what are we going to do? We are going to also have some breaking package openings. We're going to do some pack openings and more. All sorts of cool stuff. Got Chris in the chat. What's going on, man? Hey, if you're around and you have a camera and you want to just hop in, that you can do too. Of course, YouTube friends of the channel are always invited. Just hit me up either on Facebook Messenger or X or Discord, and I can hook you up with a link to this very fine show. You can hop in and say hi if you'd like. If not, I mean, no big deal. We're going to be going for about an hour, a little bit over an hour, and right now we're also testing things too. We were testing multiple locations, so we're actually streaming live both to YouTube and our Rumble channel. I don't know if it's actually live there, if I'm seeing anything going on. I'm not sure what's happening over there, but it looks like it's live. So that's pretty cool. I like the fact that there is some cool things there. No one wants to see this mug, says Phantom. Oh man, it's all good. So so anyway, I'll be keeping an live look on the chat over in Rumble Land as well. So that'll be pretty cool. So what do we do first? Well, in this like little intro and chat section, what we're gonna do first is just hang out and I don't know, maybe do a little reminiscing. Can't believe that I'm here at 400 talking to you guys. It's pretty awesome. Of course, it doesn't account for any of the other things that we do here on the channel. Anything that it isn't a Good Times with Retro Rich. There are many more videos on the channel. I think we're almost at 800 or something like that videos on the channel. But Good Times with Retro Rich, of course, is the lifeblood of my retro stuff on YouTube, right? You do fun for fives on here. We do unboxings. We do all sorts of crazy stuff. And it's really awesome to be here at that kind of milestone. And I want to thank literally everyone that is here, not only in the chat, but watching on the replay as well. Thank you guys so much. So both teens are here and get loud. Not sure that's a good idea. Would love to hang out and chat sometime. That's cool, man. Yeah, no, there's gonna be plenty more times to come. So this so we can go on to what else is going to be here in this intro and chat section. There's gonna be more stuff that's going to be hitting the channel over the course of this year. GTC members like Phantom Fiction know that we've got some cool stuff planned, and we're almost there. we needed a couple things to happen over at Studio B, some pieces of equipment to kind of come in and hang out and be mounted on walls and hooked up and all that kind of stuff in order to actually make all this stuff happen. And we've got them now. They're in Studio B as we speak. They're not hooked up yet, but they will be within the next week and a half to 2 weeks. Now, I only have like a 2.5 day period of Studio B access. I'm going to be out of town the later half of next week. Don't worry, there's going to be videos here. Going to be more fun for fives from stuff coming from Atari VCS and not Polymega, but Evercade. So check out the channel for that too. They're going to be having some cool stuff there. But once we have this all set up, there's going to be a lot more of this happening, a lot more live stuff happening. And we're going to do it with friends. Yes, that's right. We're going to be doing it with other people. We'll be involved in the live streaming, live in studio. We'll be here and able to share in the fun. So lots of cool people will be joining the Bacon Ice Cream crew, as it were. So that's going to be very fun and very exciting. So I cannot wait to share that all with you. So stay tuned, hit notifications, hit all those kind of cool stuff. And, it's awesome. It's good. It's good times. So let's get into some more stuff before we jump into the Polymega Direct. And let's go into what's breaking this package from Apogee. So this right here literally just came in the mail to me from Apogee Entertainment. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the unboxing video that we did a couple days ago, where I had that massive thing that I won. I won a prize from Apogee Entertainment, and it was a framed poster from the game Terminal Velocity. And I was like, man, that's really cool. That was really awesome. And it was on X. It was a post. You hit the button, you did some cool things, and you were entered in. And I was like, all right, well, you're never going to win. Those things don't happen. You don't win those things. Well, it happened. I won, and then they sent me the thing, and it was awesome. They did a really awesome job packaging. Kudos again to Apogee for doing that. But then they said that I was going to get some mouse pads or something like that with the poster, and they just weren't in the box. I don't know if they fell out or whatever, but they just weren't in the box. And I was like, yeah, whatever. It's a mouse pad. The poster was the prize, right? So I wasn't really worried about it. So apparently Apogee watched the unboxing, which is awesome. And then they reached out and they said, hey, you know what? If we forgot the things, we'll send them to you. Don't worry. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And, they had my address on file, obviously. So here's this envelope, and let's see what's in it. It actually feels like more than one, which is cool. The picture had like one mouse pad. But if there's more than one, that'd be kind of cool, right? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. So we've got in here. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Check it out. It is more than one mouse pad. We've got the mouse pad that was in the picture, which is for Duke Nukem 3D. Has a pretty cool, it's like your standard mouse pad with the print on it, whatever. But that's going right in Studio B. That's going right in there. That's a cool looking mouse pad. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, man. Thanks. It was really cool. And then there's this. A Max Payne mouse pad. Now, this is kind of cool because I don't know if there's no way they could have known. There's absolutely no way they could have known. But in like personal life Rich, I used to be a GameStop store manager. I was a store manager at 2 different stores in the state of New Jersey for a period of 2.5 years. And the longest term that I spent was in the East Brunswick Square Mall, little like dinky little store in the mall. It was like disheveled. There was like ripped things, all sorts of crazy stuff. But I'm not joking, guys. In the office where you had like the computer that did all the cameras in case you needed to do footage review was this mouse pad. It was not just like any mouse pad. It was like this one. So I guess they might have given it away at a manager conference or something like that. I was like, unbelievable. That's so awesome that they had that. Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you worked at Software Etc. and Planet X in the 90s? That's awesome. That is really cool. Yeah, I mean, GameStop in the late aughts, early 2010s was I'm sure it was definitely a very different place. Because I was in there like the tail end. I mean, maybe it was just in the 2010s, right? Because I left in 2013. Yeah, so it was just around 2010, 2011 or something like that when I entered into the GameStop world. Man, Software Etc. I'm gonna say it, right? I know I'm an ex-GameStop employee or whatever. I'm gonna say it. Software Etc. I think was way better as far as the way they laid out things for the customer than GameStop ever was. Period. And then also Electronics Boutique. They had like the EDX stores. Those were pretty cool too. They were a little messy, but they were also really cool. So anyway, that was pretty awesome. You know, so we got the big poster that's in Studio B now, and then you've got these guys here, which are neat. You know, it's very cool, very cool. Both are gonna go into the studio. I don't know. I don't know. I might have to like hang one of them up or whatever. This one's probably, if I was gonna hang one up, you gotta hang up the Duke, right? You know, that's kind of cool. And then of course we gotta put it somewhere when we're playing the Duke on the Evercade. So that was pretty cool. And you know, thanks again to Apogee for doing that and sending that out. Because again, you mean you guys didn't have to do that. That was really cool. That's really awesome. So sorry, I'm fighting the sun, which is in the back half of the yard here. So I keep going dark. That's all right, because I'm about to be going in the box soon, because it is now time to have some more Polymega PSX fun. So what are we going to do now? Now it's time for the stacks to come back out. All right, so we're going to bring back the stacks. Here we are. There they are. There's the stacks. All right, these are all PlayStation 1 games. Every single one of them in my hand is a PlayStation 1 game. Some of them are, excuse me, directly related to like Squaresoft. Some are, you know, deep cuts, you know, that kind of thing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys all of them. All right. And it's going to be a lot. So if you guys forget whatever, just like send in the comments, hey, Rich, you went too fast. Show me it again. I'm showing you all these because what's going to happen next is we're going to go into the box and you guys are going to tell me, right, which one of these games is going to get installed on the Polymega. We're going to do a live install, and then we're going to play like a Fun for Five together with you guys in the chat. I think it's going to be kind of fun. So, and then if we got time, we'll do more. You know, we'll jump out of a game and then do whatever, you know, and we'll just keep going. All right. So first up, Die Hard Trilogy for the PlayStation. These are all personal collection games. Some of them have been with me for a really long time. Some are replacements. I'll tell you some stories while we're doing it. Metal Gear Solid VR missions. Tekken 3. Super Puzzle Fitter 2 Turbo, one of my favorite puzzle games of all time. No, Blasto is not one of them in the stack, Chris. Sorry. WWF Warzone. I don't know if that one's going to install because I think it's really banged up. I mean, it's not going to install, but I do have a Game Shark, which is kind of fun. I'll put it over here because it's definitely not going to go in. Oh wait, we already did this one, but Final Fantasy Tactics is already in there. So, Airgeist, God Bless the Ring, Squaresoft deep cut right there. Final Fantasy Origins, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 from Squaresoft. We've got Tetris Plus. Is another one. It's a Jalco goodie. Ape Escape. Lilo and Stitch. It's a random game. I don't know why I have this. Eternal Eyes, one of the very last games I ever bought for PlayStation. True story. I don't know why. I was working at Circuit City. I worked there. I worked there too. And it was like randomly there, and I'm like, oh, cool. It's like $5, so I just bought it. And then it was like in a thing there. And then we have some other things to try. We've got some demo discs. All right, the original PlayStation magazine demo disc. This one had a playable demo of Final Fantasy VIII. I don't know if they'll install, but we can try them. Jam Pack 12, which had some demos of like I think there's Ridge Racer and Madden and Parappa the Rapper, that kind of thing. And then the Toys R Us exclusive driver demo CD for PlayStation. So we got some cool stuff hanging in there. None of those that were restored from the flood there, guy. We got there is some that we actually will try to restore via isopropyl alcohol, but they're all I think they're all future generation games, PlayStation 2 and higher, PlayStation 3 games, PlayStation 4 games, and some Xbox games and that kind of thing. So that's that. All right, cool, guys. So you saw the list. Now I'm going to put myself in the box. You guys can have a quick think and let me know which is going to go in to this fun thing. And we will do that. Ooh, Eternal Eyes. There's already a call for Eternal Eyes. I think that's what you call it. That sounds interesting. Okay, cool. So there's one vote. So we're going to go into the box and see what's going to happen. Let's go. All right, I'm in the box, and we've got another vote for Puzzle Fighter and Driver. That's good times. Metal Gear Solid VR missions from Phantom Fiction. All right, cool. We got all sorts of stuff. Got 10 of you guys in here. You guys can join in at any time and say hi. Oh, and you know what? We got to say hi to a special guest. It's Crow from the Crow team.
Yeah,
what's going on, man?
I just saw that you're going live, and you're like, hey, you want to join in? Join in. It's like, hey, okay, sure, why not? I was in the Evercast with you this morning, so I'm still ready to go.
Why not, right? Awesome, man. All right, Chris is like, Crow. What's going on?
I even have some cake.
Nice, very cool. I can join you with some Oreo.
Oh, there you are. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm in the bottom box.
I'm like, I don't see you any. Oh, you're in the corner, the little corner,
like a little guy.
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is I don't know if you were watching before.
Yeah, you're about to pick a PlayStation game to play on the
Polymega. Yeah, we're gonna try to install it. So I think because it's all disparate and not a single person voted for the same game, I think I'm just gonna go in order. So we'll start with Chris. He said Eternal Eyes, and that just so happens to be the game that's on the top of the stack.
You know what's funny? So, you pulled that game out, and I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, it's an old RPG from Crave Entertainment, real late generation, 2001 on the PlayStation, which is like that's real late. Still a still in that generation. It was right before right as the PlayStation 2 was coming out or something like that.
Okay, maybe that's why I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, and it was one of those ones that like came out, I think originally it was like $30-$40 or something like that. And then it went like immediately to clearance because, like who was playing PlayStation games back then? Everyone was on PlayStation 2.
Well, to be fair, if you had a PlayStation 2, you could still play PlayStation 1 games on it.
That's true. That's absolutely right. So, all right, here we go. We're loading in. You can see the disc icon whirring away.
I'll have to make my screen bigger. There we go. I can see it much better now.
There you go. All right, awesome. So I was about to ask like how your day was going, but we literally just talked to each other an hour ago.
Well, I took care of all my chores today, and I almost decided to take a nap. I was like, what am I, old? No.
Nice.
So yeah, we went out. We had Mr. Sub. We were going to go to Subway, but the Subway we're going to go to is closed.
Okay.
For temporarily for remodeling. And then I went and I inflated my wife's car tires. I did the dishes. I filled up the fish tank. And I started to play some hot shot. What is it called? Well, I can't remember the name of it because it's like Slot Shots Pinball Collection Ultimate or something like that.
Okay.
So I have some codes to give away from that, but I'll do that next week.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so that comes out in February, but I need to make a video for it.
Nice.
But then I saw you were streaming. I was like, hey, let's do that instead.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thanks for coming in and hanging out. So we've officially hit the install button. We are installing in progress, which is awesome. And then while we're doing that,
so let me ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
After this installs, okay, so it's on your hard drive on the Polymega.
Yeah.
Do you have to put the disc in again to play it, or will it just play straight from the hard drive? Even if
no, it's just straight up in there. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah. So
now, is it looking for official PlayStation discs, or you can do obviously like a Japanese region disc.
Yeah.
But will it load up bootlegs?
See, I don't know the answer to that question, and well, obviously, Play Magi is not willing to publicly answer that question either. But I might do a video, especially on something like a Sega CD or something like that, because obviously those they were just CD-ROMs, right? You could literally just copy them and put them into you could read the data off of the discs,
what's funny is that there was the swap trick you could do with the PlayStation to be able to play other region discs and bootlegs.
I remember
which is how I got to play Bust a Move. I think it was Bust a Move 2. I had the Japanese version of that. That was the only way I could play that for a while until I installed the mod chip in there.
Oh,
so it was like I had the timing down. I knew when to listen for the motor to swap the discs back and forth.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah, I actually did that with a couple of games that I imported from Japan too, because something was out in Japan early, and I really, really wanted to play it. I want to say it was Elemental Gearbolt.
Okay. Yeah, and that came out here.
Yeah, it did. It wound up coming out here like a year later or something like that. But I
had that game with the light gun. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I saw.
And I wish I still had that game, because that game is worth a fortune now.
I wish I had that too. And I bought the Working Designs one when it came out. Because it had all the cool stuff in it. I mean, they did an awesome job when they put together products. But yeah, man, I really wish I had it. But anyway, I had the Japanese import version because, again, I wanted to play it like really, really bad, and I had like this really cool GunCon kind of gun. It was the one that actually did the force feedback. I bought one
because I think I just used the Namco gun on that back in when I had it.
I bought a separate one specifically for like.
Oh, okay.
And it was the only one that I could find that actually had the force feedback in it. And it was like legit. It was just like the arcade. When you pulled the trigger,
I didn't even know that was an arcade game. I thought that was just a PlayStation game.
Oh, Elemental Gearbolt wasn't. Yeah, it was just I bought a separate gun.
Oh, the gun was like the arcade.
Yeah,
okay,
I had the gun before that. And then when I heard about the game, I'm like, oh man, I'm importing this thing because I don't care. I don't care if I can read it. All I need to do is shoot at the screen. And I thought it was really cool.
See a creep. I see you were I saw you were building that Lego 2600. I have mine built over there. It's like I have it right by the TV where I have my the actual Atari hooked up.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I might have to check that out on the phone. I'm probably going to be here for another, I don't know, half hour plus maybe. We're not going to go too long because it's football time. So I'm going to go watch the footballs. But yeah, I'll definitely hop into your stream if you start putting together some of that Lego 2600. I saw it in a store for the first time. That box is enormous.
Oh yeah,
it's absolutely massive.
Yeah, I think that was that took me about a week to build. I think a couple hours a day.
Yeah, that's wild. Go 49ers. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Like as far as I'm a Jets fan, so it doesn't matter to me who really wins. I just love to see. I just love to see games. Oh, there we go. Root for the Ravens. Phantom's a Ravens fan. That's pretty good.
But what was really cool is I wasn't sure according to the box, it had the cartridges and then it would show the cartridges kind of opened up with the scene coming out. And I was like, well, what is it? Do you build one or the other? But no, they give you the pieces to build both. So you have both the cartridge and the cartridge kind of with the scene going on.
Okay.
Because it was very confusing when I was looking at it. It's like, do I build it this way or the other way? And it's like, no, they give you everything to do everything you see.
That's very cool. All
So
right.
you've got this installed.
Yep. It's
Eternal
installed,
Eyes.
so I can
So,
take it. Oh, it's a strategy RPG. How did I not
oh,
play this before?
strategy. Wait. Strategy console style RPG. What is? I don't know what that means. It's not. Is it like a tactical RPG? That might be what it is.
Yeah, that I think that's what they mean. But yeah, so I've got the disc back in the thing, so we're fully gonna load from the hard drive. Um, but yeah, Pokemon style monster breeding gameplay. The only controllable human character in your party is Luke. Throughout the game,
Oh,
you'll
it
capture
must be
more Mappets. Nice.
similar to Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, which will help him during his quest and also participating in battles. There are different kinds of Mappets will be used for various effects during the turn-based battles. That's cool.
So they were trying to walk the way from calling them something close to Pokemon, but now it almost sounds like we're collecting Muppets.
Yeah, right. All right, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start the game.
What is new game classic mode?
Classic mode is without any enhancements, so no. It disables. Yeah, it disables fast loading. It disables whatchamacallit. Ooh, Sunsoft. Can we get an Eternal Eyes on an Evercade?
Well, yeah, I mean it's a PlayStation game, so I don't see why not.
That'd be kind of cool.
And Sunsoft, really?
Yeah.
I thought they were gone by this time.
Oh man.
Was this like the last Sunsoft game?
Right? It's pretty cool. Let's see what we got here.
I have to look this up.
I'll turn it down a little bit. Nice.
Oh, are they still around? Huh.
Like Sunsoft is still in existence?
They were putting games out in 2018 on the Switch. I mean, granted, it's nothing it's Shanghai Refresh, so Shanghai game on the Switch in 2018. Dark Eclipse on the PlayStation VR. Abduction on PlayStation 4. Wait a minute, did they put out the Clock Tower games?
Oh, did they really?
In Japan only. So, like here, they were released by somebody else.
I thought it was Koei that did the Clock Tower in the States.
Not sure.
It'd be like them or Atlas or somebody.
Atlas sounds more like they were developed by Human Entertainment. That's the Super Nintendo game. October 2. ASCII Entertainment Worldwide. I'm getting confused by this Wikipedia page.
What's the rating on this? E for everyone. Okay. It opens with somebody getting like stabbed in the chest. It's like, what's the rating on this?
It didn't say on the box art that you
it's E for everyone.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, okay. That's how we open these games now? Okay.
Oh, that's so weird. Human Entertainment. I'm talking about Clock Tower. Human Entertainment did publish the game in Japan, Clock Tower. This is the PlayStation Clock Tower, which is actually Clock Tower 2. They published those games by Human Entertainment Japan. And then the US, they were published by ASCII. Same thing in Europe.
Okay.
But on PS1 Classics, for like the store, like the PlayStation Store, it was published by Sunsoft, which is very odd. So does Sunsoft own the rights to Clock Tower now? How is Sunsoft still around?
It's so weird.
Which means that they got the rights for those games on the Evercade straight from Sunsoft.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, how's it going? Welcome on in. WGV 1980. Welcome in. Just having some fun on the Polymega. Installed Eternal Eyes on the PlayStation.
They published a game on the Switch called House Cleaning Survival. What?
House Cleaning Survival?
Yes.
that's pretty wild. I didn't know you need to survive that.
Clean your room with just one hose. House Cleaning Survival is an exhilarating and cleaning simulation game.
That's awesome. Is that like on just Steam or something?
No, this is on the Switch, apparently.
Of course.
Oh, wait. It must be on Steam, too. By Sunsoft. Really? That doesn't make it... That's really weird. Can't be the same Sunsoft. What's this game called again?
Eternal Eyes. Yeah.
Eternal Eyes.
Man, the opening to this is like severe.
Yeah. Published by this was in the US, this was published by Crave.
Okay.
But it was published everywhere else by Sunsoft, even in Europe. So this had the Sunsoft logo at the beginning?
Yeah. That's the first logo you saw.
Is this the European version? That's weird because Sunsoft didn't publish it here.
Yeah, I see the Crave Entertainment logo on the package here. 2001 Steam Corporation.
I guess they just didn't update the opening video or something because it still says
Sunsoft. Yep, 2001 Sunsoft at the end. Sunsoft is a registered trademark of the Sun Corporation. There you go.
Ah.
Pretty wild.
Yeah. It's very bizarre. I thought they were gone for I don't even remember them putting out many 16-bit games.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you mostly know them for all the stuff in the...
Well, yeah, in the Nintendo library.
Yeah. NES Batman. And then a lot of people in the video game music community know them because the bass that is the bass simulator, whatever they used in that chip for the Sunsoft games is really awesome. Oh, sweet! You have Polymega. How are you enjoying it, man? I'm digging mine. Create another sketch.
That's right. They do the Super Nintendo version of Lemmings. I remember that. I had that one. Oh, that's right. Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally. I had that one too. They were the ones that did Arrow the Acrobat, of course, because it's on the Sunsoft collection.
Yep.
That's right. They did some Neo Geo games.
Wow, this opening is just epic. It just never ends.
Well, a tactical RPG, I think, is gonna be have a lot of story.
Mm-hmm. All right, so they found something clearly that they shouldn't have. A word of apology.
I guess they never went away. I thought they out of business.
What do you want, Pippin? Pippin's back in the room. Oh man.
House cleaning survival. I'm gonna look that up on Steam. Yep, it's on Steam. Holy, it's a $20 game.
Wait, what game is it?
House cleaning survival.
Oh. I don't know if it almost is. It's almost curious enough to take a swing on it for $20.
Yeah, for $20, I'd maybe put it in the wish list and like wait for it to go on sale. And hopefully, get it for like 70% off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because honestly, it doesn't look that great.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's a cleaning simulation game. But I already have one of those, the Power Wash Simulator.
All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is a before analog stick. Well, actually, maybe they just didn't program it.
Or yeah, they might not have just programmed it because this is not before
2001.
analog stick, not in 2001.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because wait, I should just grab Ape Escape. Ape Escape was 1999. So yeah,
they came out with their DualShock like a year after the Nintendo 64 was released.
Yeah.
But a lot of I think companies still didn't support the dual analog, the DualShock, just because a lot of PlayStations originally were shipped with just regular digital controllers with no analog sticks. So they didn't want to like either they didn't want to do two control schemes, or they just stuck with the one that everybody would be able to use.
That's pretty cool. So they sent you out immediately with some stuff. I'm gonna buy an iron sword.
I can't look at this now without having flashbacks to the Legend of Wukong. Where it's like, oh, here's some items. But do I have it already? It doesn't tell you. Is it better than what I have? It doesn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't have any weapons. So yeah, you should be able to buy them.
Unless you don't have the money. You have 200
okay. So
yeah, you should be able to buy something.
Maybe it won't let me buy it. X is okay.
Can you move left or right on there? And maybe you have to like add.
Oh, maybe I have to. Oh, yeah, there it is.
It's because you get to buy everything all at once. With one button press. Push.
Got it. Yep, that makes sense. And then protective gear. Yeah, buy a tunic.
Yeah, because it's telling you the 0-0. The first one is how many you have in your cart.
Yeah.
And then the second number is how many you have in your inventory. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so then I can set myself up now. How do I get my Nope. Nope, no other buttons. I can't move around. Maybe you have to do that next time when you get into a battle or something. All right. Well, the good thing to do now would be to hit here and then create a save state. Yes. Bam. All right. we have a save state successful. Then we're going to load it just in case. Nice. All right. So then let's go back out, and we'll go to the next game in the list real quick. And while I do that, I'm gonna pop out to the big screen, and we're gonna open a pack of Lorcana, because that'll be fun. All right. So we go.
So 40 Winks is already installed on there.
Yeah, it came with it. So there was a whole bunch of games that, due to a license agreement with Pico, they're all pre-installed on every Polymega except for the ones that'll get produced after the Polymega shop gets installed, because there's supposed to be a shop that you can buy games from, and when that happens, anyone that buys a Polymega base unit after that, you won't get the games on the console, but you'll be able to buy them from the shop. So these are the ones that are, I guess, like for the pre-order customers.
And Tobal number 1 was one you installed.
Correct, yeah. I installed Tobal number 1 first, then Tactics, now Internalize. So, all right, so we got Puzzle Fighter was the next one, so I got to go to Puzzle Fighter. Where is my copy of Puzzle Fighter? I only have
Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
That's right. There it is. I only have the disc, but that's all you need.
That should be a short install.
It should be, yes. So let's put this in here. Oh, did you like wait, have you tested Burn Games WGV if you're still here? And do they work? Because that'd be kind of fun to know. What are you doing, dog? You're knocking things over? Just being silly. Hey! What are you doing? Alright, so let's go back out here. It's reading the disc. And there we go. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. We're gonna
that was quick. That was really quick.
Add to collection and install. Confirm. This is going to be 598 megs. It's actually 200 more megs than the other game.
It must be the video intro.
Yeah, right. So that's
I couldn't quite remember if that one had like a FMV intro, if it did it like in like engine or whatever.
Yeah.
It must be a video intro.
So while that installs, I'm going to hit this button and go to the big screen. Well, hello. All right. Let's open a pack of Rise of the Floodborn while we wait. Can we get through the pack and then not have a lot of time between then and the install? It's already at 10%, so. All right. So we're gonna do one of these. Open this up. What did you do? Knocked over the game. All right. So in the Beast like pack thing is a Raya pack, which is weird, but that's Ravensburger for you. All right. We're gonna open this up and see what we got. Can we pull on stream a Enchanted? We'll find out. That would be cool. I'd flip out. All right, we've got the Knock. It's like commons. We're going to do all the commons first. Snow White. Elsa. Lady Tremaine. Verana. Beast, which is the one from, this is the artwork of one of the playmats. There's 2 playmats. There's one for Beast and one for Winnie the Pooh. That's the artwork for that there. We're now in the uncommons. Jafar is the snake.
Okay.
Pretty cool looking. Pain. Caterpillar, common collected. Wow. 3 inkable, 1 attack, 3 defense, ink, and then quest for 3. That's pretty rad. I'd put that in like a weenie deck. Because it's just the purpose of like, oh, here, come and attack me. And if I could get something to give it resist, it would stick around for like 3 turns. That's 9 lore. That's crazy. All right, first rare slot. Prince John
Nice.
Greatest of all.
It's the greediest of all.
Yeah. 3 uninkable. 1 attack, 2 defense. Quest for 2 has ward, which means you can't cast things against it, and an ability. I sentence you whenever your opponent discards 1 or more cards, you may draw a card for each card discarded. That's pretty wild. That's some pretty serious. If you had that in a deck that force discard, force your opponent to discard 2 or more cards, and then you're just drawing them every time they discard. That's crazy. Oh, we got a super rare, which is kind of cool. It's the Cinderella. 7 inkable, 5/5, shift 5, which means you can, instead of paying 7, you can put this on a Cinderella that has a cost of 5, which is kind of cool. Quest for 3, and has resist 2, which is great because that means if you play Tinkerbell or Fire the Cannons or anything like that, that does like 2 damage to everybody or 1 damage to everybody, the Cinderella takes no damage. And then here's the shiny. You get a foil in every pack. It's a so that's pretty cool. And then you got Minnie's face, because you get a puzzle card too. There's one of 4 you can possibly get to make a little like mini poster of the artwork of one of the cards, and this one is the mini one, which is kind of cool. Mr. Shua says, "Heck yeah, that game is awesome, and I wish the Puzzle Fighter and Pocket Fighter series would make comebacks." I would play it. I love these games, man. Loved them. They were super, super awesome. We got 12 people watching.
Well, I don't know if they were series because there was only 1 game of each.
Weren't there 2 different Pocket Fighter games on the whatchamacallit?
Those are the 2 he's mentioning. Puzzle Fighter and Pocket Fighter.
Well, no, I thought there were 2 Pocket Fighters for the Neo Geo Pocket, right? Like there was. Well,
one... there were fighters, but they weren't exactly those games.
Got it.
Because those were arcade games that they ported over to the PlayStation.
Mr. Jewis says I thought there were 2 of each. Yeah.
No. There was. It was called Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, but the only reason it had 2 in the title was because it was going off of Street Fighter 2.
Yes. Yeah. that I thought I knew about Puzzle Fighter, but I thought for the Pocket Fighter games, I thought there were some other things that happened with that. Not positive, but that's pretty rad. But speaking of things that are rad, the fact that there are 11 people in here is super rad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find my way into the chat. I'm going to hit this button here. Let's see if I can do this. I don't think I have the thing. I don't think I have the thing yet. Nope. Oh man, I thought I had the. I don't think I have the ability to do the free thingy. You know where it gave away memberships and all that. I don't think I have that button.
It's kind of weird because I thought that would be something everybody would have by now.
Yeah, I thought that would be too.
I'd say that never having done it myself, you know. But
yeah, you're supposed to go into the little thing, hit the money button, and then I can purchase memberships to give, and then it'll be like, oh hey, that's kind of cool, but I don't have the random thingy. So, all right, well, there we go. Oh, that's cheap. All right, so we're at 88%, 89% on the install. So that's not going too bad.
How much hard drive space do you have on there?
I put a 2 terabyte in. So
okay, so there's a 2 terabyte in there. What did it come with?
It came with was it 256? I think there's 256 on board.
Can you have more than one, or is there only spot for one?
There you can. So it has on board. I'm thinking it's soldered, like it's one of those soldered.
Oh, okay, yeah.
eMMC flash or something like that. And then it has one slot. It's on the bottom of the console, and it's really super easy to get to. I actually did a install video.
So there was nothing in it, and you added it in.
Yeah, there was no
Okay.
there was no extra, or there was no upgradable drive installed in there. It was just a blank slot, and I bought the 2 terabyte and put it in there.
Can you add USB storage if you wanted, like an external device?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, there is.
And I think they've done everything they could to give you as much storage as you want.
I think so. Yeah, there's two slots in the front, and there is there's 2 slots in the front. I think at least one in the back for USB. So, what are you doing, you silly Will? All right, so now we're gonna go back in and play some of this. My dog turned on my printer. I can hear it firing up.
How do you do that?
He's sitting right next to the button. It's on the side, on the bottom. So his paw must have like flicked the button as he was turning around. That's funny. All right. All right, and there we go. Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo installed.
So it just cycles through screenshots when you.
Well, I'm doing it, but yeah, it I don't know. I guess it has. There's a collection library that you can look through to like see games that are supported, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of games in there. And then if it doesn't, I think what it does is it creates something or pulls something off of the disk to create the entry. But most of the games that I have are probably on that list anyway. So here, let's look.
So I wonder what wouldn't be in there.
Yeah. Oh, we could pop out.
Maybe if it was like a homebrew, game or something.
Yeah. A little flickering, but that's probably because of my my capture card. Sometimes my capture card doesn't like stuff. Oh, Mr. Shu is saying using a Street Fighter 2 was cheap marketing. I can agree with that.
I was watching. It's funny. I was watching this retrospective on Street Fighter, the entire series,
Mm-hmm.
and it was funny. It was the guy was mentioning that when Street Fighter 2 was so popular that there were people that thought it was the first in the series, even though it had the number 2 in the title.
That's wild. Ah, man, I miss this game. Alright, we'll go for normal, but I'm probably gonna get whooped.
Oh, just out of curiosity,
Oh no!
like
My
internet play
went wacky.
It did. Can you play with someone over the internet with the Polymega?
Oh, I don't know. Immortal Surgeon says this was a great drinking game. Did you like have somebody like take a shot every time that somebody got a big gem? Meow, meow.
I wonder which game came out first, this one or Pocket Fighter, because Pocket Fighter was the one that used like these characters as the fighters themselves in the fighting game.
That's right.
And I have to look it up because I can't remember. These games had different names in Japan. Let's see, Pocket Fighter. Yes, in Japan. Oh, Japan it was called. That's weird because this is called Pocket Fighter. This is so weird. Let me look at the PlayStation version. Okay, so for the PlayStation release of Pocket Fighter, it was called Pocket Fighter Everywhere. But in the arcades, Pocket Fighter was in the US was called Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix.
Huh.
So, Super Puzzle Fighter. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. That's right. In Japan, this game was called Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Cross, or X, I'm sorry, not Cross, X. Or is it Cross? I can't remember if the X sometimes is Cross.
Yeah.
But if it's at the end of the title, maybe it's just X.
Right?
Super Puzzle, maybe it's Cross because it is Cross other characters included from other like games, not just... It's mostly Street Fighter, but I think there's like Darkstalkers and Red Earth characters in here. I think. Yeah. Dan Hibiki. Yeah, Morgan and Felicia are selectable.
Got it.
Donovan's in the game. So maybe that's why it had Cross at the end. The PlayStation version here. Yeah, 97.
Yeah, not gonna like that.
It's just kind of funny if you don't pay attention to the puzzle parts and you're just watching the center and the action, because they're just standing there for a while and every so often they'll eat each other.
Ooh. Man, I got junked. Oh, that's not great.
Yeah, the only, like, some people I played against, the only way to really beat them was to make a huge combo.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, shoot.
actually, it's going to be worse.
That's... Oh! That was good. That was a good one.
That's why some characters in this game are way better than others, is the patterns they dropped on the other side of the screen.
Yeah,
Was
exactly.
If they could just wait the time out, it was just giving them a huge combo.
Yep. Very cool. All right, that was a fun one. So we're going to exit it. We're just going to exit it. And then what we'll do now is, because the other one that was mentioned was right before they mentioned I'm installing a PlayStation game on Polymega. I have Retro Freak console. It comes with games, PlayStation 2 games on PC. Okay, cool. That's pretty neat. Oh, yeah, Darkstalker was really cool. I actually enjoyed that game. I remember first playing it in a demo at an electronics boutique in the mall. That was a good
on the PlayStation? Which Darkstalkers?
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time I ever saw it, I was like, "Wow, this is pretty cool." And I wound up picking it up. So,
Darkstalkers in the arcade was like the first fighting game I actually could play through on one credit.
Oh yeah, that's very cool. I
I'd always take Morgan.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got really good at whatchamacallit. I got really good at Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay.
So that was my game that I always try to beat it on one credit. And got really good enough to that I could do that pretty much on the regular. So that was pretty good. I can't do that anymore though. My hands are too slow. So we're gonna try this driver demo disc now. So this will be the second time that I put a demo disc in here to see if it actually loads.
Did it work the first time?
It did not, but the demo disc that I put in there was like scratched to all get out. So it's very possible that it was the disc and not the console. So
I need to figure out which demo disc. There's only one demo disc I want that was PlayStation, and it was the one that had the Mystery Science Theater people in it.
Oh,
you
that's
remember
cool.
that one?
Yeah.
If I could, I might have to search that out and buy it, because I had that at one point, and it was just like they would have the commercials and they would make fun of the PlayStation commercials on the disc.
Phantom's gonna split. He's gonna go get ready to watch the Ravens slaughter the Texans. Overhead isn't a Houston fan. Oh man, that's gonna be a great game though. I mean, as much as I think you're gonna be right about this one, I think in this particular sense, it is Lamar's championship to be denied, right? Only he will be able to stand in his own way. But I will say this: CJ Stroud, if they're not looking at him for like rookie of the year, then they're doing it wrong. Because man, you walk into a team like the Texans and take them from like, what were they, 1-12 or something like that? It was, last year was like ridiculous, and you take them to the playoffs the next year just by like showing up. Pretty good. All right.
Disc 1 of the PlayStation Underground issue 2.1. That's the one I'm looking for.
Okay, the PlayStation Underground 2.1.
The 5th issue of the magazine release. See, I'm finding all this stuff on the Mystery Science Theater wiki page.
Yeah, I have the May 1999 official US PlayStation magazine one. That one had playable demos of Legend of Legaia, Airgeist, Gex 3, and Contender, and then videos of Centipede, Driver, Gauntlet Legends, 3 Extreme, G Police, and something else I can't read because of my fingers in the way. But so that was pretty cool. But all right, so this is what I got before. It says PlayStation Game Media, play, eject, no manage, nothing like that. So see you, Phantom. Thanks so much for the support and for being a member and for also being here. So yeah, Lamar for MVP. I could see that. Mr. Shua says, I'm happy as long as the Bills will get a Super Bowl win. Oh, poor Bills fans. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna hit play. So we can't install these discs. So I guess because it doesn't know what it is or whatever. But let's see.
Can it still play it? Yeah,
we're gonna find out. So can it load the PlayStation demo disc? Oh, that's looking like it's loading.
Yeah, it looks like it'll play it, at least.
And loading pretty quickly. Undercover NA.
Or is it just, it should take you to a menu, right? Or is this just a driver demo?
It is.
Oh, okay.
All right. So is it gonna play music at me, or I can't like hit anything? Oh wait. Undercover NA, view chases, training, treats, driving it. Oh, give it a go. All right.
Wow, what a menu! It looks like it's just loading screen.
That was very, very confusing. I didn't even know that I was on a menu, nor to like there was no arrows, nothing. Playable demo mission. Let's go. All right. Yeah, it definitely still plays. And I like. All right, there we go. Oh man, that guy is all over me. Oh. Wow. All right, I'm out of time, but where was I supposed to go somewhere? All right, that was that. What's going on, man? Picked a great time to stop by. Yeah, me just driving into walls. All right, let's view controls. All right, steering, handbrake, reverse, burnout, accelerate. All right, so handbrake, horn. Okay, got it. I don't know if it's going to help me, but loading time to be optimized. It's like, don't worry. The game's going to be fine. But you're playing on PlayStation, so you already know it's not going to be fine. I will say though, when it's installed, those installed games on Polymega, very cool. Am I supposed to just keep going straight? Oh, hello. Take that, car. Can I get them to like hit? Can I get them to hit the cop car?
Well, I don't know if you can even look behind you.
Oh shoot!
That's fantastic.
That was the best. Oh my goodness gracious! That was clearly time for me to
Let's look behind me, and then you look. Oh, there's a wall.
just bam. That was great. Oh well, good. We got that question answered. We can play demo discs. It just won't allow you to install them, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, that's hilarious. That was great. So we'll save because Phantom's ask was for Metal Gear Solid VR missions. So we'll save that for next time. But we're getting real close, dangerously close to football anyway. So I'm gonna hit the button. We'll go back to big screen mode here, and then we'll start wrapping up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That was fun times. That was fun times for sure.
I'm so confused looking up these PlayStation Underground discs.
Oh,
Because
yeah, they used to put them out every month, man. Like every month.
But I looked up specifically the one I was looking for, and two people that had them listed, and they were showing pictures of two totally different discs.
Oh no, that's the worst. That's the worst. So before we go, because I've got another one, we're gonna rip open another pack here. So we got the Raya pack. It's probably gonna be like Beast or the Queen. Yeah, see, Raya wrapper. It's the Beast. So weird. So weird. So we're gonna do this. So anyway, as we're wrapping this, it's been an awesome episode. Thanks, Crow, for hanging out with us and being here as we go through this pack here. We got some Duke Weaselton, some Mulan, Free Spirit, the longest name in Lorcana card history, Legend of the Sword in the Stone. It's pretty good. Raya, Headstrong. It's pretty cool. We've got Ray. We've got Let the Storm Rage On. We're getting into the uncommons now. Pinocchio on the Run. I don't think I have this one. The uncommon there. Uncommon symbol. Very cool. Very cool. Dopey. Always playful. Very cool. Judy Hops. I know I don't have this one. That's pretty cool. Inkable 3, Quest for 2 was pretty cool. Very neat. Very neat. We got some Bippity Boppity Boo. has the rare. It's a song that allows you to return chosen character of yours to your hand and play another character with the same or cost or less for free, which is wild because if you do this in a deck that involves what is it, the wizard, has like 4 different versions. You just keep bouncing him back to your hand and playing him again over and over again. Every time you do it, you can get a lore. That's wild. Maurice's Workshop is the last rare in here. It's an item that allows you to, whenever you play an item, you may pay a ink to draw a card, which is kind of cool. And then Cusco, which is a common in the foil slot. And then Minnie's face again. So there you go. So that was that for that pack.
Minnie's face again.
Yeah. So that was pretty neat, pretty cool stuff. And then now I can put all these away as I'm watching some footballs, which is where I'm going to go next. So just in case people weren't on the Evercast, Crow, do you want to say what you're working on and all that fun stuff?
Oh well, yeah, I'm just working on like Sydney Hunter collection, and I'm working on this pinball game that's coming out in February. Slot Shots collection, something or other. Rich, be sure to check my community post. Get yourself a copy of that because there's some codes in there that probably still work.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out for sure. Very cool.
And it was before the picture I posted of the mask and everything. So you saw that. Okay. It's probably the one I made before that.
Got it. All right, I'll definitely check it out. I'll get in there and root around. And then of course over here we've got some videos that I'll be working on over the next couple days because I'll be away from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for production stuff. So there'll be pre-recorded stuff that you'll wind up seeing that'll be new to you, which is great. We're going to be doing, like I said, a lot more of this kind of stuff here. This kind of neat thing, doing some live streams and that kind of stuff, getting in all sorts of different friends. So be sure to check that out. If you guys are new here, on the way out, if you could leave me a like and maybe hit that red subscribe button on the way out, that'd be pretty cool. We're knocking on the door like this close to 1,300, which is pretty awesome. So that's pretty cool. Mr. Shua says, congratulations on hitting the 400 video milestone. And thanks for making awesome content. Well, thank you. And also, by the way, Mr. Shua has jumped in to the YouTube game. So you can actually go and click on his username, and he's got a channel. He's doing some Atari classic stuff, Atari 7800 and 2600 content, which is pretty cool. His latest video was one where he was actually like cleaning the cartridge. He had one of these guys. He had one of these, the old 1-Up card. And he was using the 1-Up card to go ahead and do some of the cartridge cleaning, which was pretty neat. A fan of Atari after my own heart with doing restoration things for sure. And speaking of that, restorations will be returning very, very shortly to the channel because we got some cool stuff coming too. Oh, sweet. And Mr. Shua says VCS content is coming next. Sweet. That's very cool. Man, I love my VCS. Oh, speaking of VCS too, on the way out, if you were looking for more content that you didn't know was maybe there, I literally put out a video right before the live stream. So episode 399 launched before the 400. And I did a Fun for 5 of Polygunner, which is a demo you can get right now from Retro Ninja. He's the guy that did BPM Boy on the VCS. And you can grab it right now for free and play his demo, which is pretty cool. So very cool. And thank you, Immortal, for coming on in and hanging out with us. So, all right. Well, with all that being said, we're going to be heading on out. I want to thank Crow again for hanging out with me and chilling. And until next time, we will catch you next time for some good times. There you go. Sensible chuckle. That's pretty awesome. We will catch you soon. And then, of course, oh wait, it's the end of a live video here on Bacon Ice Cream Productions, and I forgot. Before I hit the button, I got to do one thing only, and that's thank every single member of the Good Times Club. So let's do that right now. Let's thank the EverCanadian, Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Phantom Fiction, Skeletrex, Lloyd R. Gem, Papa Pete, the Intellivision Gamer, Ken LaCure, Mr. Shua, of course, John Woolley, and Gunsy20, who's in the chat as well. Thank you guys all so much for your support. Thank you guys all for watching. And like I said, until next time, we'll catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we will see you later. See ya.
RTFC.baconicecream.com